All right, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now, morning he gave you a basic understanding as to what ACCA has given, but we have another gentleman here. I'll just give a very brief intro, just help him also understand the basics, and then we will talk about this particular subject, and then we will move on to study the topical discussion. Okay? And since all of us understand Tamil, any moment you don't understand anything what I speak, feel free to ask in Tamil. Okay, but I encourage not to. We try to speak in English only, but any point of time, if any words what I am talking is not understandable, then please talk to me. Okay? So, you see, when we speak about ACCA, the ACCA subject or the qualification is divided into three pillars. Fundamental pillar, and skill pillar, and then professional pillar. Actually, this discussion was in very detail discussed. A video is there. I will share with you, so you will understand in more detail. But I will try to be both sides. I will squeeze it, their discussion. Here we have three subjects: BT and MA and FA. This is a subject now we are planning to discuss or study: business and technology. Before, the name was accountant in business. The syllabus is keep changing based on the environment. As all of us understand, environment is very rapid. Things are changing at not overnight, over the second. Technology changing, methodology changing, people are changing, everything is keep changing. So the syllabus also they try to keep up at that level. So time to time the things are getting changed. Even the book publishers, there are two book publishers. One is BPP, one is Kaplan. So I'm mainly following. I'm more loyal towards BPP. Why? The English they use is very simple.
So this BPP is from the British? Kaplan
both are from British only.
Kaplan also.
ACCA qualification also from British now.
Yeah.
So it's an English qualification. It's not an American qualification. It's an English, in the sense UK qualification. But very well recognized, internationally regarded, and internationally rewarded also. So they are the two main publishers. They also have third one is Becker. Becker is from America. They also now publish ACCA books. But I personally, because most of my studies are self-studies. I used BPP for my reading, and it was very convenient. And as you get the grip, then it is very easy for you to continue the study. Especially the subject that now we are going to study is completely theory, completely discussion, completely text oriented, no calculation, nothing. So we need good understanding of the reading material, and we should develop our reading also. Especially this subject is where the success rate will be more towards how much we better read. When I say read, it's only not the textbook that I gave you. You also need to read from your internet and your other resources, and Financial Times magazines and economic news, that and this, based on the level of time that you have. I'm not telling all 24 hours sit and read, but you try to increase your reading ability and habits. That will help you understand the subject better. Anyway, business and technology also, and there are other subjects in the second level, third level. Just specifically to answer your question, now he asked me about this subject. Now this subject is business and technology. Now when you complete this subject, it is one subject of the first level. So for that particular subject, if you pass the exam, they will give you a certificate saying that you passed this paper. But once you complete all 3 papers, you receive a certificate of diploma in accounting. Then you go to complete another 6 subject, which is the next level. Then they will call it advanced diploma in accounting or ACCA or something. But once you complete all 13 subjects, then you called as ACCA affiliate. Then you successfully satisfying your experience requirements for 3 years. Then they give you ACCA membership. This is what the journey is. So now the business and technology is actually a connected subject. It has second level subject and also it has third level. It goes like this. Now soon after business and technology you completed, you see now likewise we have MA and we have FA. In second level there are subjects like F5, F6, F4, F7, F8 and F9. In this lot, if you to do F5, you must compulsorily pass MA. And then if you to do F7, you must compulsorily pass FA, provided you have registered through F5. If you are registered through ACCA, that requirement is not there. But you will not understand anything. Suppose you study F7 without doing FA, it's like you are doing a final exam of Urdu paper when you even don't know Tamil. You understand what I'm telling, no? So the better order is always. Now here, after BT, the next connected subject is SBL. SBL is at the third level. That is strategic business leader. That's it's sort of a combined subject of everything that will test your every single angle of your knowledge of ACCA that you studied so far. And also there is another subject, advanced performance management. These 2 subjects, they are connected to BT. But in between, for example, if I talk about law, this FO is law. Some information about law also there we study in BT. And we study F8. F8 is auditing. I have not written that paper, no? No, I have written 2 times F7. Yes. So F8 is auditing. Now in BT we will study some introduction about auditing. So later it will expand. So is that clear for you, brother? Okay. Now let me explain you the approach that I am going to follow, especially for this subject. As I said, this is a theory subject, a reading subject. Now this is the book. If I start open the page, for example, okay, this page now. If I start open the page and reading, then you 3 will sleep here. So this is not the approach that I am thinking. I am going to ask you to complete the reading of the textbook on your own. You see here we have something called activity. You see that? Activity is like example. I have a material that I am going to follow, this material. I will discuss this material. Actually this material very, summarized in short, but covers the whole syllabus area. Once ever I will complete this material, I will pick and choose question from that activity and we will discuss that activity only. Whereas your job is to personally read the textbook. Is that clear? Okay. So accordingly, now we will move on to this. Now here, foundation of business and technology is the subject topic. Now you see, if you look into business and technology, where the subject fits into our syllabus. That's what I just discussed with you. Now FR means financial reporting. Auditing, F8 is auditing. So when we will talk about role of accounting at BT. Who is this accountant? What this accountant will do? What are his responsibilities? How he is fitting into the organization's structure? When you look into an organization, there is not only accountant. There are marketing people, there are human resource people, IT guys, operation guys, production people, fieldwork staff, everybody is there. So how this accountant guy, it's like, you have a nut and bolt, no? The accountant is like a bolt. He's fitting into all these different aspects, and then that's like a hub. He's the one who is holding that entire ship, in other words. So how that fellow fitting in here? That we will discuss in this subject. Next is control and fraud. Now, every organization are prone to meet fraud. There are enough and more fraudulent people in an organization. How we can caveat, how we can cope, how we can detect and protect the fraud, we are going to discuss here. And that discussion will carry forward for us to the next level. You see this professional accountant is written here, that is SBL, which I have written here, strategic business. This one. Okay? So, we will try to create that link from the basic, we try to develop the foundation of that, and then we try to understand next level when we come, how we are connecting this. This sort of a interconnecting understanding as to how the syllabus works. Then, business environment and economics. You see, economics is a subject in ACCA, it has never been tested anywhere. But in CIMA those days, there was one subject. But now there is no subject separately called economics. But now what happened is, they brought some portion of economics into our discussion. All of you did A-level what?
Economics and subject.
You did A-level? No. What about you?
Accounts, commerce.
So then you studied economics, no? Then the demand and supply, production possibility curve, what do you call that, price elasticity of demand, this type of stuff we're going to discuss here. Then management and human resource. Another topic which practically we talk. Our management is so strong, our management is weak, our management is not good, they are not supporting his staff, our human resources, there is no good human resource. This all we are going to discuss. Now we just hearing these words. Now we try to understand what are these words. What do we really call this management? What do you mean by HR? Is it HR? We just try to figure out this. Then employment, corporate governance, data protection, HNS. Can someone tell me what is HNS?
Health and safety.
Health and safety. And what about corporate governance? A good example of a corporate governance for our day-to-day human life. Forget the organization. Now I am walking in the road and I have to cross the road. So if I am crossing the road as haphazardly, when I wanted or where I wanted, that's not the right governance that I am following. They already, the RDA people have laid down a yellow color line. It's between maybe 100 meters away, but I am very lazy. I don't care. I just cross here. So that is not the right governance. In some countries, that is not illegal to do. But in some countries, it is illegal. I think in Doha, if you cross in such a place, I think, is it illegal?
Penalty.
So the penalty. So when penalty comes, people comply. But what I am trying to talk is, good practice, if you don't comply and no penalty, but still you comply. You follow that. That's bring us benefits. But if you don't follow that, no one going to blame you. Same like that. The corporate governance is something like that. In an organization, what are the best practice that you could do in order to make everyone connected to the organization is happy? Can you tell me some example of people who connected to organization? Yes, Adi, I'm asking you.
Organization.
Connected. Who are connected to organization.
Within the organization or
Doesn't matter. Let's say now this organization. Let's take this training center. STE training center.
Okay.
What do you think? Who are the connected people to this organization now?
lecturers.
Lecturer, me, and the
Students.
students. Is students are part of the organization?
No.
No, they are outsiders. But still they are connected or not? They are connected. If this organization does something which going to make the student unhappy, then can the organization survive? No. Same story with the teacher. If the organization don't meet the promises what they make to the teachers, but the teacher is not going to deliver the best. Sometimes teacher may not come away, they will run away. Understand me? Is the student or teacher only who are connected to this organization?
No. ACCA.
ACC also connected. And who else? See this electricity. We are receiving power. Who is helping to receive the power? Qatar General Electricity and Water Company. In a way, maybe they don't know. But in a way, they also connected. The people who supply this furniture. The owner of the business. There are all of these people are connected to this organization. When we are trying to do an activity within our business, we should try to see to what extent we can make all of these fellows are happy. We can't make everybody happy 100%. You see, my fingers, not all the same size. Some are lengthy, some are shorter like this. But to the certain extent, we should try to keep everybody. Even the chai seller in the ground floor also connected to us. So, when we try to understand that. Employment. What is the good way in which you do the employment process? Recruitment is how and all that. And also health and safety. Now, this organization, we are what you call, yeah, you can answer if you want.
Yes, okay.
Training providing organization, and it's a considerably very smaller. But if you talk about a construction company, health and safety is very important. Helmet, gloves, the protective shoes, goggles, earbuds, and the dress. What do you call that? Coverall, right? The coverall. All of these are very important. So, but you need to wear all of this when come to us here? No need. So then it's a give and take. You need to measure all this. So which we are going to talk about, and how law is connected to us as a professional accountant, how these will be connected to each of these aspects. Clear? Ethics. What do you think ethics is? How many of us strictly are we following ethics? To be honest, my understanding, are you?
I don't know, this is spam maybe.
Then,
I don't want to answer. I'll switch it off.
okay. So, ethics is a very, we must be the right people who are following ethics to 100% because we are Muslims. But we tend to ignore that. Ethics is a best practice. Good manner, good behavior. That has to happen. Now, when you are hiring an accountant and you are supposed to work as an accountant, first of all, you should, for yourself, you must know that, yes, I am an accountant, I am capable of doing this. Just for the sake of getting some money, just for the sake of opportunity, I must not cheat somebody. I must know what my level is. So, there should be a competence must be understood. And there is something called objectivity. Let's say there are two partners in the company. One partner hired you as accountant. So he calls and tells you, my friend, you prepare accounts or everything to benefit myself. And if you do that, that is against ethics. Understand me? So these are the factors in which that needed to be put together when we are discussing and studying this topic in total. Syllabus area. These are the syllabus that we are going to talk. the business organization, its stakeholders and external environment. Business organization structure, functions and governance, accounting, reporting systems, control and compliance, leading and managing individuals, in other words, human resource. Personal effectiveness and communication, professional ethics in accounting and business. So, syllabus is divided into 5 sections, right? A, B, C, D, E and F. 6 sections. So, syllabus is divided into 6 sections. So, any questions so far? Is that clear?
So these are the main
Yes.
here.
Under this only our syllabus is going to discuss the topics. Exam format. It is slightly different to what we discussed in the morning. F2 and F3, 35 MCQs and 2 marks. So 70. And F3 2 15 marks question, F3 10 marks, sorry, 3 10 mark question. But here 16 mark, 1 mark question, you will have 16 questions. Just 1 mark. And then 32 mark questions. And 4 mark 6 questions. So in total you get 100. But pass mark is again 50.
So this is also MCQ or?
We call it objective test questions. It has several formats. One is they will give you 4 questions, 4 answers, you pick one. Another one they will say select 2 correct answers. Third one they will say they will give like 4 or 5 statements, you need to say yes or no. Another option they will say right or wrong. Like that. And especially this subject there is no calculation. No?
Is there anything to write or something?
Nothing to write. You keep the mouse, tick, 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 click, 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 click this. Some students they finish this exam in 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
But how long is the duration?
2 hours. My son finished it at this paper and around 45 minutes. You know the issue is, these young children now, they are studied English medium, no?
Easy to read.
This subject is easy for them. Actually, you, me and all that, our original language is not English. We studied in Tamil medium or Sinhalese medium. Then when we sit and study this type of subject, we feel like it's like a mountain. And when I actually started introduce my son to ACCA, and this subject when I wanted to teach, he said, don't need to teach. Get me the book, I will manage. I purchased him the book. Within 2 months he said, Dad, I am ready for exam. But for other subject they started because soon after O level, accounting, then maths and then calculation, then we have to teach. That's the difference. Anyway, so this is the what you call exam structure. This is the answer to your question. See, multiple choice. Choose one answer from 4. Multiple response. Select more than one response by clicking the appropriate tick boxes. Multiple response matching. Select a response to a number of related statements by choosing one option from a number of drop-down menus. You know the drop-down menus? Yes. When you click it, so many options will come. Then you bring the mouse and then select. We have what you call online example. I will show you also.
Mock exams is. Mock exams.
Mock exam, yes. Multiple task question, key number entry. Key in a numerical response to question. But in this exam you won't get this because here no calculation. But in F2 and F3, yes. Multiple task question, a series of short questions related to one scenario. Question formats could include number entry, drop-down list, multiple choice, multiple response and hotspots. It is important to practice all types of questions. Tackling the exam. The syllabus for this exam is very broad, which means you need to ensure that you have a good knowledge of all areas. You can do this by ensuring that you study all areas of the syllabus. Practice question to time 1.2 minutes per mark. Because as we...
In total, how many questions?
see, there are, let's check here. This one, right?
Yeah.
Here 16, here 30, so 46, 52 questions. 52 questions, you have 120 hours.
Minutes.
120 minutes. Yes, if you approximately that is the time that they
1.2 minutes.
yes 1.2 minutes. The resources available. ACCA website is a very good resource. There is once you register as a student, every month they're going to email you one PDF, a book, magazine in other words. That has lot of writings, but you don't need to register also. ACCA website, it's already freely available. Articles, technical articles. So you could read them. You know, 2-page, 3-page, 4-page PDF. That's the attached in the website. So whenever you have free time, just browse it. So and ACCA website explaining common pitfalls, specimen examples. We have so many example resources. I got enough mock exam papers. We will discuss those. Learning and understanding the syllabus, time management. So far, within my experience of teaching BT, now I am teaching BT maybe for like more than 4 years after the new syllabus came in. I didn't see any student told me time not enough. 2 hours, made most of them, the what you call the lengthiest time a student took was around 1 hour and 15 minutes. He finished. And one time, the guy came to do the exam, it's in Sri Lanka. Came to do the exam, our office ground floor, exam hall is in the second floor. We are monitoring through CCTV. He paid the money and we went and we logged in, we gave the exam. We were a bit busy here and there. After that, we don't see the guy there. He finished the exam and he went. Maybe after 35 minutes, that fellow gone, passed. So that's the way this paper, actually to be honest, one of the easiest papers. Right? So what are the time management, tackling objective test questions, tackling multitask questions. These skills are necessary to make yourself more broad and enhanced in understanding what the syllabus is. Has a broad syllabus that we discussed and practical application. Now when we discuss the topic, we also try to be more interactive. You also need to come up with some suggestions, questions, discussion, doubts, anything, so that you know it will help our understanding better. Sometimes you may have an experience in some given point. So when we take talking about that, I would request you to share it so that others are benefited. And you may not understand something. You don't feel shy. Oh, okay, this man is watching me, and you know no. Here everybody is learners, everybody is students. Myself, I am also a student only. I am reading every day. So do not have that that's all. So here that shyness is not applicable. Please open your mouth and ask your doubts. So that doubt may be a common doubt for everybody. Everybody is doing the same. That mindset we don't need here. So theoretical knowledge, knowing the name, content, purpose of models and theories. Time management. So I don't go through this, but we just in those days when we go to exam, what we do is we make sure we take a watch and we remove the watch and keep it on the table, and then we were watching and writing. But it is really when you really practice, this will be very easy actually. Objective test question. Now these are the questions where one of 4 options is correct. If you think you know the answer, read the requirement, locate the correct answer, check the other answer, read the requirement. Now, one skill in multiple choice, sometimes we may don't know the correct answer. But we can follow a reverse method. How? You try to find out 4 definite wrong answer. Now 4 answers there. you know definitely two answers are wrong. So you will skip these two. Now the chance of getting the right answer is now 50%. Before it is 25%. Then you fight between. Then at the end, tactic or many method you have. But that is one way of getting it more success. So skill 3, read the requirement very carefully, read each option carefully. That's everyone commonly understands that. Multitask question. You don't have to attempt the question in order as answer for one part will not be required for subsequent. You understand this? What they mean now when you open the computer based exam, now the let's say you are in one screen, one question, you don't know the answer. And then you just don't need to spend time thinking the answer for that. What you can do is you can press the click next button. Go to the next screen and answer that question. By doing that, you won't necessarily be freezed for this question. You can come back and answer this question.
So we can reverse.
Yeah, you can come back anytime as you want. You can also have the option of flagging. If in the question there, yeah, this question I don't know, then you flag it. So once you flag it, then when you see that list, you know these questions I have not
Pending.
answered or pending, or sometimes even answered but you have doubt.
Yeah.
So you mark a flag. So that option is there.
After that, the full submission.
Yeah, once you complete everything, you have to clear all the flags.
Right.
Let's say around 30 questions, 10 questions or 5 questions is flagged. But if you don't clear it and submit, no problem. But maybe that's wrong.
Yeah.
So you go to review and then check and then confirm these are the correct answer, and then you clear it and then press the submit button. Okay, now we can move on to the syllabus and stop the video.